everyone for showing up. I appreciate it. The organization appreciates it. The city appreciates it. And this is what we do this for. So welcome. Thank you for all of the vendors that decided to show up, and support for all the people for coming out. We appreciate you all. I wanted to spend some time to talk about the importance of Juneteenth. Here, put this out front. All right, let me do it like this. Yeah. This is a picture of slave John Dickerson. And you'll know he was a slave because you see it written on the picture. This picture is from 1 year before this day ever existed to be celebrated. This is my great-great-grandfather. On the Smith plantation, when this man was young, he always believed that he would be free. And when he used to run around and talk about it, other family members were kind of scared because they thought that any slave that had that type of ambition to be free was probably going to run. And that was detrimental to the plantation. And if he ever got caught, what would happen to him? But he didn't run. He taught himself to read and to write. See, on our plantation, we had a family Bible that had everybody's name in it. The plantation owner, Old Man Smith, made everybody learn how to write their own name. He decided to take that Bible, learn the letters of all of the names, and from that, teach himself how to read and how to write. With visions, before this day was meant to be celebrated, of being free. If you look written there, in his handwriting, it says slave, John Dickerson. But John Dickerson was not a slave, he was enslaved. The rest of the family that wanted him to settle down about his talk of being free, that had negative thoughts of what it would take to even get there for him or for anyone else, they may have been slaves, but for the man who understood that within his lifetime, as he went out in that field and picked that cotton, he knew that was not his destiny or his destination. He, if you look in those eyes, sees us. He, in that moment, understood what we are experiencing now, speaking it in existence to family who could not comprehend. We are the proof of the power of words, thoughts, hope, and perseverance. And we have to ask ourselves, when you look into his eyes and he saw freedom, what did he see in us? Is this what he envisioned for us when he looked out across a field and knew that one day he was going to walk off of that field a free man? He knew he wouldn't be here in 2026, but he knew that we would. And he had hope, visions, promise for us. He believed in education, proved by what he did for himself and what he put on us to do as his offspring. We owe it to our ancestors on this day to understand that there was a day that they waited for this message to come in a field like this, with nothing but despair all around, and year after year, they hear about another holiday, another celebration, another new tool coming to the plantation, another new mule come to the plantation, but they didn't hear, you can go. For somebody to know, it takes that for this. And we're not there yet. When we look at the things that are happening today, look around. How far are we removed from the next plantation? That we probably grew up with visions of slaves that looked rot and despair, when in fact, before they were captured, they looked just like us. Doctors, lawyers, business individuals, entrepreneurs, pillars of society. And now, it's us. What would it take for us to get put back in the situation we were in when we look at what's happening now? It's only through the history that we cure that we don't have to repeat. So I ask everyone to not just come together on this day in remembrance of an event that we may or may not have the history behind, but we take the power from this day moving forward to create new moments, new hope for new generations, so that our children's children's children can tell the story of what we did. Show our pictures, look in our eyes, and see our hope, stand on our shoulders, and ride off into their future. I thank every last one of you all for being here today. Thank you.
All right. Long live Mr. Dickinson.